Tanjanika Lewis, better known as Tanjanika the author. If this is your first time clicking on my face, thank you so much for choosing my channel. And if this is not your first time, welcome back. And thank you so much for choosing me again. As you can tell by the title down below, I'll be doing an Authortube tag. It's called Authortube Work in Progress tag. Now I have the tag pulled up on my phone, so I'll be looking down at my phone to get the questions, and then I'll be answering the questions that are a part of this tag. I feel like this video may be a long video, so let's just go ahead and dive in. Question number 1. What is the working title of my book? Well, the current working title of what will be my debut novel is Hey There Blue Eyes. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that title or not, but that's what I've been calling it. Hey There Blue Eyes. Next question. Where did the idea for your book come from? It came from a few different places. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have one of my best friends is single, and she was telling me some stories about dating in Atlanta. And then I also have a full-time job, and some of my coworkers are also single, and they were telling me stories about dating in Atlanta, and I was like, this is crazy, this should be a book. So that is where the general premise of the book came from. But there's some other little nuances that came from other things and me interacting with the people at my job and things like that. But that's generally where the idea came from, just talking to girlfriends and listening to their stories. Question number 3. What genre is your work in progress? It would be, I think it would currently be categorized as a contemporary romance. I think that's what it is. Excuse me, sorry. I think it's a contemporary romance. Next question, I think it's question 4. Choose the actors for your movie rendition. So what actors would I choose for my movie rendition of my book? Oh man. For the main female character, that's kind of hard. I could see like Issa Rae playing it. I could see Lupita Nyong'o playing it. I could even see Yara Shahidi playing it. It's a very versatile character. Let me think. I don't know. So many. For the male antagonist, I could see maybe Daniel Kaluuya. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Jay Ellis. For the male protagonist, I think his name is Jolie. I'm not sure, but he plays, if you are familiar with the show Insecure on HBO, he plays the main character Issa. He plays her brother. I think he would be really good for the male protagonist. But anyway, I mean, who knows? I think I'm just gonna leave that up to the casting director, because I don't know. Next question. 1 sentence synopsis of your book. What is a 1 sentence synopsis of my book? Well, it is a 20-something coming of age story, but it's based in her late 20s. So it's her coming of age story. It's a classic coming of age story. I'm not sure if that's a 1 sentence synopsis, but so it's Asher's coming of age story. The next question, I think this is question number 5. Will your book be published? Will your book be self-published, or will it be represented by an agency? My book will be self-published through my publishing company, Phoenix Hartley Publishing. so it will be self-published. How long did it take you, this is question I think number 6, how long did it take you to write your first draft? The first draft of your manuscript. So I started it probably in July of 2018 is when I started it. I don't think I finished it until maybe April the following year. But I was at a place where I was like, okay, I'm done with this story. At like September of 2018, I was like, I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. I'm done. But I wasn't really truly done with the first draft until probably April 2019. So not even a whole year it took me to write the story. So that is a bit of light to shine on those of you that are writing your first manuscript, and then you hear these stories about it taking 5-6 years to write your first manuscript. Now granted, I haven't published it and it's now 2020. That part is what's taking a long time, but writing the first draft, few months. Next question, what other books would you compare your story to? I think it fits into stories like the Napoli Ever After series. If you're familiar with, there was a movie on, I can't remember what streaming network, whether it was Netflix or Hulu or like the network streaming shows or streaming platforms. Like, you know, networks have their own streaming platforms. I can't remember if it was on one of those, but it was called Napoli. The title left me just that fast, but it was starring Sanaa Lathan, and she cut her hair off in this movie. Like, she cut all her hair off. She basically was rocking like an even Steven in this movie. So that movie was based on a book series, and it's kind of comparative to that a little bit to me. And I'm trying to think of any other romance type books. It's a very light-hearted romance though, almost like a rom-com. If I can compare it to a movie, it's almost like a rom-com. Next question, who or what inspired you to write the book? Well, my girlfriends. Just listening to them speak about their dating trials and tribulations, they inspired me to write the book. And then at the time, I was looking for a lighthearted romance by an African American author, and I really couldn't find what I was looking for, so I wrote it. And this is the last question. What else about your book might pique the reader's interest? So what else could I tell you about my book that might pique your interest? Well, my book will be available. It is releasing on March 13th of this year. Yay! The main character is Nigerian, and she is, her life is not necessarily this a cookie cutter type romance fantasy type life. She has her bumps in the road and things like that. She also tries to broaden her horizons by dating outside of her race, also dating outside of her culture. So you have some a peek into some other cultures. I think there's a Venezuelan guy, of course there's a Nigerian guy, and then just how that compares to dating Americans and things like that. So it's a cultural experience. If you want a cultural experience in the form of a contemporary romance, go out and get Hey There Blue Eyes. It'll be available March 13th, 2020. And I think that's all I can tell you. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button And right next to it, you can go ahead and hit that notification button so that you are notified whenever I upload videos. I usually upload videos on Thursday, but hey, I might give you a bonus video every now and again, and you need to be notified. So go ahead and hit that notification button. And if you enjoyed anything that was within this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And I would like to hear about any work in progress you all have. So you can leave your information down below in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to read and reply. So I will see you next time, next Thursday, and I will see you at the turn of the page. Bye.